Did you know that according to a former Tesla employee, Tesla stock will reach $1 million? While there are varying valuations for Tesla in the next few years, the notion that it would be worth millions is mind-blowing. Keep watching to find out what the company's former employee has to say. These days, a lot of people refer to Tesla as an effective way to retire early with a lot of money. Different investors and investment companies have raised their valuations for the company's stock. Although some say that Tesla is overvalued, said investors beg to differ, along with Tesla's former employee who said the stock will eventually reach $1 million. In today's video, you will find out why said employee said so. With the way the stock market prices have been fluctuating as of late, analysts and experts are giving varying predictions and speculations on different brands. Even large corporation stocks have been experiencing a dip, including Tesla. Although Tesla is known as the leader in the EV market, the company wasn't safe from the issues the rest of the world encountered when the globe's economy was extremely shaken due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite this, many investors remain bullish on Tesla, saying that the company is thriving despite the roadblocks and will continue to flourish in the future. That said, how well is Tesla performing now? What is Tesla's current market capitalization and growth rate? There is a lot of speculation from a former employee of the company who witnessed firsthand how the company functions at an unbelievably fast pace. According to him, Tesla stock might just get to $1 million. Now comes the million-dollar question. How does Tesla grow so fast? And will it really crash the way so many people believe it would? Joe Justice is the founder and CEO of Wikispeed. He also operated Agile at Tesla from Tesla's Fremont, California global headquarters. Joe earns his living by consulting globally on Agile hardware and company restructuring, bringing multinational companies increased return on capital. He is also a TED.com speaker, as well as a guest lecturer at MIT and Oxford University, both known as prominent academic institutions. That said, one can rest assured that Justice knows enough and is an expert on what he tells the public. In fact, he has been cited in more than 8 business paperbacks and hardcovers. In a recent interview, Joe Justice shared some insights about his stay in the company. He also provided gross predictions for the brand based on some insider information. He even revealed how the leading EV company manages to maintain and sustain the growth rate and make it higher. That said, how did Tesla succeed so much, and will it continue to do so? According to Joe Justice, the secret is adapting to the Agile methodology, which is a style of project management that divides a project into different phases. This helps by necessitating ongoing engagement with stakeholders while ensuring continual development at each stage. How does this process work? Once the job begins, the teams will cycle through the processes of planning, executing, and assessing. In essence, rather than following a linear process, each team will go back and forth through the various production steps. Joe Justice said that Agile is the shortest responsible iteration cycle, which works by iterating once and then rethinking the strategy for the next week. The former Tesla employee said that the company and its people have the ambition to have walk-up to-do lists where they simply walk up to it and it should have a list of things that need to be accomplished, and they can automatically understand the process with which it has to be done. Walk up appears to be the simplest yet most brilliant concept, since one simply has to walk up and quickly but clearly understand within 5 short minutes how they can help. Imagine the amount of time that can be saved through this process. Instead of lengthy and boring meetings, this is a fun, creative, and productive way of working together as a team. This process simplifies things and makes sure that productivity levels are high, as well as monitoring whether everyone is adhering to the company's rules and strategies. Moreover, if any tests are to be done, then they can be completed by self-organized teams. There are also machine learning stacks that can measure and decide whether or not a contribution was beneficial to the company. Joe Justice shared that all contributions are measured by an automated system that makes a lot of sense, since it can cut off all the fluff while streamlining only the most essential details, which makes the work process more efficient and the company environment as a whole. Can you imagine Tesla stock being worth $1 million? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Justice also said that the moment an employee switches to factory mode, they can have access to the entire testing suites for each car. He further stated that people have the freedom to make changes and innovations, mainly because each car will undergo automated testing. This is because of Tesla's low comprehensive testing. In traditional production, a partial testing suite is used once per 1,000 cars, and full testing is only done after the annual design of a new model. However, this automated test suite must adhere to several quite strict guidelines. By now, Tesla is ready to try it out with its chassis and other aspects of the car. And if this is so, the fully automated tests will verify the build quality, always ensuring it remains world-class. However, this varies from car to car. With the production process aside, Tesla becomes agile by increasing the value of people, and thus they can achieve faster results while maintaining the same quality or even higher. It can be noted that Tesla stock first appeared on the Nasdaq stock market in June 2010. At the time, the company had an enormous offering valued at $2 billion. However, on the very first day of trading, the stock price rose by almost 40%, closing up at 23.89%, raising just over $226 million, making the company valued at $2 billion. The said offering was the first initial public offering by an American investor since Ford debuted in 1956. The primary market was then extremely enthusiastic about the stock, unlike the secondary market, who was not really impressed. Unbeknownst to the public at the time, Tesla had some concerns about its long-term survival. They had a very limited operating history, long history of losses, financial challenges, unpredictable consumer demand, pricey battery technology, and competition from traditional automakers were some of the causes for concern. Despite such concerns, Tesla still managed to acquire about $895 billion in market price, which for its industry is a steep rise. It will all make sense though, looking at Tesla as a tech company, especially with the way they adapted the agile method. Joe Justice shared that Tesla maintains a good working environment. He explained that the main catalyst for such notable growth of the company is the 12-hour work shifts and respect for the people they are working with. They are also always learning from each other in admirably adaptable teams in an environment where their work and its corresponding objectives could drastically change from hour to hour. Joe Justice also shared that Tesla is not at all about credentials, which is a great thing according to him. He said that Tesla CEO Elon Musk does not care if he graduated from high school or not, since there is always a compelling business rationale for disregarding it. After all, humans are extremely powerful creatures. In 2016, Musk announced his plans of changing factories once every 2 years, which will help achieve 10x better productivity in 10 years. Fast forward to 2020, Musk said that optimizing a factory's layout and operations might enhance speed by at least 10 times. This seems to be going quite well for the firm, especially when looking at how its internal corporate agility, aggressive swapping ability, and capacity to combat fires with precision. It only takes them a few minutes to focus 10,000 people on any problem that arises. Automotive experts said that each aspect of the car is manufactured by dozens of Tesla production cells, and that each of them is acceptable in terms of quality, but they are iterating and attempting to learn and improve on each cell's parts, quality, and output. Tesla continuously introduces new technologies like dry cell batteries, gigapress, and new alloys to allow dramatic factory production and speed improvements, which bode for a brighter future for the company. By 2023, Tesla Shanghai, along with other facilities, should be able to produce the new 4680 batteries and the front and rear casing. Tesla aims to produce 2 million cars per year through the Tesla Shanghai factory by the end of 2022. This target will be increased to 4 million cars per year from 2024 to 2025. Today, Tesla Shanghai has a production rate of 1.1 million cars per year, which is set to increase profits. Watch our other videos if you enjoyed this one.